This is the Terrordrome.
Want to see something
Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy belated New Year's from the Terror team. My name's James. I'm part of the development team with Hurricane Studios, working on Terrordrome Reign of the Legends. If you follow us closely, you may also know me as Skull Rabbit. It's been quite some time since our last vlog, so we decided we'd start the new year with a new one. So I'm here to welcome you to vlog number 5, and I'm here to tell you about some exciting news for Terrordrome Reign of the Legends, including new stages, characters, behind the scenes details, and even some brand new announcements. Before we start, if you follow us on Twitter and you join our Discord, you may know we host monthly update blogs at the first of each month. And it's been a pretty big year for us in 2022, so today we decided we'd recap some of the important events from this past year and then tell you about what to expect in 2023. So to start off, we'd like to mention some of the obvious things. We finally managed to get Dracula into the Terrordrome, along with 2 stages, the Hidden Forest and the Abandoned Park. In the same update, we saw the addition of a new gameplay mechanic around defensive options and combo breaks. This was our latest major update back in September of 2022, and since then we've actively been working on the inclusion of the Wendigo to the roster as the 10th fighter in the game. We also revealed models for the Invisible Man and Spring-Heeled Jack. We made the decision to begin working on Spring-Heeled Jack prior to the Invisible Man because Jack's model was completed first. So after Wendigo is complete and in the game, Spring-Heeled Jack will be the next. Work for Spring-Heeled Jack has already started with just basic animations and reactions. Now, one big announcement made in July of 2022 was that we finally secured funding for the game's completion due to acquiring a publisher, and that publisher is Forthright Entertainment. Now, Forthright is responsible for publishing other indie titles such as Mighty Fight Federation. Now that we have a publisher, we can safely say we are on the path to releasing console ports for the game once the game has been completed on PC. Finally, we announced that we began working on a new user interface and menu redesign, accompanied by new artwork featured in the menus and navigation system. Alongside this update comes the integration of crossplay between Steam and Epic Games services, as we will launch the game on the Epic Games Store when this update is ready to go live. Currently, this update is still in the works, and we are still testing for bugs. So what's going on in 2023? First, we'd like to introduce you to a little preview of our next fighter, the Wendigo.
Stop moving. I crave your flesh.
Now, we've been hard at work with this character for the last few months, and we had hoped to release him by the end of 2022. Sadly, we missed that goal, and we apologize for the delay. The Wendigo has been a lot more challenging than we expected due to his size and other aspects about his design that created complications. Him being a unique body type had to do with this. A little bit of a struggle to work with when animating, and some different attack properties in his moves are unique to him that we had to make adjustments for. We can say the Wendigo is shaping up to be a monster capable of insane damage and range, and you can definitely expect to get your hands on this character soon. We will be releasing a full character trailer upon release, so stay tuned. Up next, we have 2 new stages in development to present to you, as well as 2 additional stage concepts. So in total, we are planning to add 4 new stages. Firstly, let's begin with the Greenhouse. Now, the Greenhouse is a brand new stage we've been working on this month. It is nearly complete, and we even have a stage track already produced. Have a quick listen. Next up is the Warehouse. This stage has also been in development for the last month and has come quite a ways since its early design. We'll share a bit more details on these stages in the coming development blog for February. The other stages we have yet to begin working on include Frankenstein's Lair and a stage currently called Underground Laboratory. I want to specify that these stage names are all placeholder until we have decided to give them appropriate names. We'll give more details on these later stages at a later date when we feel they're more realized. Now we are entering a polishing phase on existing content as we enter the new year. The team has been looking into updated visual effects, sound effects, and animations. Some brief examples include updating idle stances for characters, walk cycles, hit sound effects from weapons like Dracula's sword. We're also looking to overhaul existing stages. The plans include new lighting, details, animated props, and background characters. The team feels as though our existing stages need a bit more love and qualities to make them more horror-inspired and feel alive. Now, one large aspect of the game we are working on is lore. In the Terrorverse, it's no secret that the world is full of mystery and horror. Each legend will receive their own unique arcade story that follows them on their journey through the ladder. The stories told here are considered alternate timelines and do not directly affect the primary timeline that will be presented in the story mode. We have come up with some visual concepts of how these arcade stories will be presented, and we have fancied the idea of classical movie poster styles. What you're seeing now is not final and does not represent what the final result may look like. It is simply conceptual artwork we thought would be interesting to share. Now moving on, our story mode is entering development. With the main story for the game written and completed, it is now a matter of producing artwork and a layout to present the story in-game. We've been testing different ways we can present the story, and we are leaning in the direction of animatic storytelling, featuring voice-acted dialogue from the characters. Now at this time we don't have much to share as we prefer to keep the story elements contained and secret until we're ready to reveal them. In the past, we stated that the Reign of the Legends roster would feature 12 fighters at launch. Well, I'm here to inform you that that number has increased, and the final roster will feature 15 playable fighters on full release. Now at this time, we do not wish to disclose the information on these bonus fighters, however we will state that they have already been decided, and they are important to the story we wish to tell. So now, I want to talk about a projected release day. We initially believed we would be able to finish the game this year. However, now we believe the game will be completed by the first quarter of 2024. First, I want to apologize for the inconsistency we always have on this matter. We're constantly growing ambitious and there's just so much for us to do. And this increase in time gives us a lot more time to finalize the game, polish, and flesh out more of the changes and additions we're looking to implement. The last talking point I want to go into is, as mentioned before, we have a side project in the works, the Terrordrome comics. Now I'm happy to say that the Terrordrome comics are officially underway as writing has been completed. We're planning to release 4 issues of Terrordrome comics that predate the events of the Reign of the Legends story mode. These comics will introduce you to an extended Terrorverse that include new characters and dive into our existing characters' backgrounds and stories. Depending on when these comics are completed, we wish to release them either alongside Reign of the Legends at launch or sometime after launch. We're currently in the testing phase of this production and will update you more at a later date. We're also planning to release a few pages for free on our website, so if you're interested in that, stay tuned. This year is shaping up to be our biggest one yet, and we definitely have our work cut out for us. We are now and have been working full-time on the game since Forthright has been involved with the project. We greatly appreciate all the support we receive, and we hope you have a great year. We'll continue to deliver monthly updates, which you can find on our Twitter page and our Discord server. Links will be posted in the description of this video. That's all I have to share with you guys today, so keep an eye out for these blog updates if you want to see more. And until next time, have a good one.